Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get to Know the Royals. I'm Anna Law, and I'm here with the newly hired women's assistant soccer coach, Coach Dieterle. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Okay, so jumping right into it. Head coach Noelle has mentioned your passion for the game before and spoke on the knowledge and the energy that you bring into her coaching staff. So, where did this passion and love for soccer come from?
Honestly, I grew up in a really heavily soccer loving family. So it was always something growing up that was really important to me. I played, since I was really young. And I started coaching at a really young age as well. Even when I was 12, 13, I was working with, the little tots, the fours and fives. And it just really continued throughout, my childhood and into college. And I still, play to this day. So the love of the game never stops.
Yeah. So you mentioned that, you still play, and I know that you had a collegiate career and then a professional career. So what kind of player were you and are you, and how do you think that that has translated over to coaching?
I would say I was again, similar to my coaching style, a very passionate player. A leader on the field. I love to kind of direct people, because you can see the game. I saw the game very well, even as a player. So I usually would try to communicate and help my teammates move the pieces around, help them the
Mhm.
best I could, but also just I think my teammates would describe me as just super dedicated, super hard worker, will give anything for my teammates on the field.
Yeah, well, as an athlete myself, I know that that is appreciated in a coach and a teammate both. So coming from being a player, coaching club teams, coaching college, what has your journey to Queens looked like?
I started out in the youth game. I started helping as an assistant when I was 17 and 18. I started training and running sessions before I went to college. And then post college, I worked with Long Island Soccer Club. I was the administrative director there, and I also had a couple of youth teams and was the running assistant for all of the girls academy teams. So I got in with a really good mentor, Megan Fry, and I was able to kind of work my way up, got a lot of great experience there. And then I worked with St. John's for a little bit and moved back to Connecticut, coached a couple more club teams there. And then I'm fortunate enough to get the call from Coach Shannon to bring me down to Queens. And I'm super happy and excited to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what drew you to Queens and to wanting to work with Coach Noel?
Coach Shannon and I worked at Long Island Soccer Club together, and even in the club game there, she just is so inspiring. She's such a great person, and honestly, I was thrilled to get the call from her because if there's anyone that I would want to work with or for, it would be her. She's just an amazing person, has a great eye for the game, and really cares about how to build team culture and how to care for the players. And that's something that's super important to me as well.
Yeah, so mentioning team culture and shifting gears a little bit to this upcoming season, I know that you were recently hired and soccer season is a quick turnaround. So, have you had the chance to meet or interact with your team any yet, or how has that looked so far this summer?
So we worked with them a bit in the spring, and we got to see and get them to a point that we're feeling really excited and energized. And just we are sitting here in our office. We can't wait for fall to begin because we have such high hopes for the team for the fall, and they're all really amazing players. Their work ethic and their competitive drive is something that is fantastic, and it's great as a coach to not have to try to pull that out of players. When they bring that to the table themselves, it makes our lives so much better.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if your team culture is very competitive and driven, would you say that your coaching style contributes to that positively?
Yeah, I definitely hope that they see, my energy for the game, my love for the game, and that will hopefully help translate into them as well.
Mhm.
Um, but I also bring a bit of, serious and a bit of edge as well, a little push in the right direction whenever
Yeah.
uh, keep them motivated.
Absolutely. So what would you say your role as assistant coach is for this upcoming season?
Really to just support Coach Shannon, work together, collaborate, share ideas, and just support the players and really make sure that whatever help or assistance they need in terms of anything individual or otherwise tactically, to just make sure that our program and our team is the strongest it can be so we can have success this fall.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of your personal goals that you would like to accomplish as a coach this season?
We're hoping to, our goal, I think, as a staff is to really come in and turn some heads as a newly promoted Division One
Mhm.
university, where we want to come in strong and we want to, I want to get some wins under my belt and really look to compete and hopefully work our way towards a conference title.
Yeah, absolutely. So, touching on the fact that Queens is now D1 and we're joining the ASUN conference, what, if anything, changes for the women's soccer team through this transition?
Nothing changes about the way we do things, but we do have that kind of like chip on our shoulder now of like we want to step in and really prove ourselves, because we know what we're capable of. So I think that's just something that we're super excited about and ready to get into in the fall.
Yeah. So last question. I know that there's probably has been a whirlwind of emotions between being hired, the transition to D1 and all of that. So how are you personally feeling as being a part and kind of thrown into this mess right now? Are you excited? Are you nervous? What are the emotions that you're feeling?
Honestly, since coming down here, I have just been on such a high in terms of my emotions. I love the city of Charlotte. I love Queens. The staff here and the athletic department here is really fantastic. And of course, I love working with Coach Shannon. She's made things very easy for me.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I'm definitely just excited and almost just very eager right now.
Mhm.
I'm sitting, we're prepping and we're doing all our work this summer, but we're definitely super eager and I'm super excited for the fall.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, for talking to me, and I wish you and your team the best of luck this fall.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.